This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Jackie Crea. Merry Christmas Eve to you. Let's get right into your top local stories. A storm is wreaking havoc on Los Angeles right now, and it's making its way into San Diego, bringing with it rain and wind and gloomy conditions on this holiday. Now, city preps are in place right now. Hundreds of employees made sure drains were cleared in flood-prone areas. Lifeguards are on standby at 7 different staging areas around the city. The Fire and Rescue Department has 7 swift water rescue teams set up around town, and the Office of Emergency Services says it is working today and ready to respond. If you still need to protect your home, there are empty sandbags available at several rec centers throughout the city. Parts of the North County are starting to see rain. Here's a look at your first alert forecast.
Hi, meteorologist Angelica Campos, and the conditions for this afternoon are going to be unsettled with heavy rain. We saw showers this morning for the afternoon. Different story. Heavy rain, possible thunderstorms, gusty winds, and this will continue into tonight, although improving overnight. And for tomorrow, we'll see the potential for a few more showers. As far as downtown San Diego, it is going to be unsettled through the afternoon. Rain could lead to flooding because of the amount we're going to see through the afternoon. Inland valleys also will see the best potential as we go from 2 p.m. all the way through this evening. And totals could add up to more than an inch of rain. So a flood watch will be in effect until 1 a.m. It is for the entire county. Heavy rain will be likely. That could lead to flooding and also damaging winds. These winds are coming out of the south with a little bit of an easterly component, expecting those winds to be powerful enough to gust as high as 45 miles per hour. Coming up, we'll give you a closer look at the 10-day forecast and what to expect once the storm starts to move out.
You can keep an eye on the radar on the go wherever you are 24/7. The NBC 7 app is a good resource to help you stay prepared. You can set your location and see the radar for your area. Plus, sign up for breaking weather and news alerts. The California Highway Patrol will start their holiday enforcement period tonight to try and keep everyone safe on the roads. It starts at 6, goes until Thursday night. Now, the agency says it'll be on the lookout for drivers who are speeding as well as those driving under the influence. Local law enforcement will also be deploying all available officers for high visibility patrols, and they plan to operate DUI checkpoints. A federal grand jury charged 4 members of an anti-government group with terrorism felonies. The group is accused of planning to set off bombs in Southern California on New Year's Eve. They were arrested earlier this month in the Mojave Desert. Investigators say the group traveled there to build and test their explosives. All 4 are being held in federal custody without bond. Back here in San Diego, a police dog is recovering after he was hurt in the line of duty. San Diego police say they were stopping a man swinging 2 large knives at people when a police dog named Goraz was stabbed in the leg. Goraz was rushed to the hospital where he received emergency treatment for serious injuries. San Diego police say Goraz is now resting, recovering, and getting lots of treats and belly rubs. A San Diego woman is looking to inspire others after a debilitating loss. In April of 2023, Rue Mofty was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, or a ML, and was given a 33% chance of survival. Now, after 37 days of intense treatment, she was released, only to end up back in the hospital after going into septic shock and a coma. But Mofty says through resilience, her brain functions came back, but both of her hands and part of her legs needed to be amputated. Now, 2 years later, the 43-year-old is turning her loss into inspiration.
I never realized how much determination I had until that moment. I just was like, okay, I got to get up and go. Like, I have to get back at it.
Now, Mofty needs a second bone marrow transplant to hopefully get rid of the cancer for good. She says a few donors have been identified for the bone marrow transplant, but they still have to see if they'll be able to go through with the process. And let's take a live look out to San Diego International Airport this hour, where the holiday travel rush well underway. Whether you're taking to the skies or you're out on the roads, it is going to be a wet and rainy one, and that means you could run into some trouble trying to get to your destination. We'll tell you what you need to know coming up. The rain has already caused a few spinouts on the roadways, including this Amazon semi-truck that nearly went off a bridge in La Mesa. We'll have the details when we're back in the next half hour.
It's not just a donation.
It's a warm blanket.
It's a bottle of clean water.
It's a roof and a bed.
It's knowing someone cares.
It's feeling safe.
It's a today that's better than yesterday.
Every dollar you can spare helps so much more than you can imagine. Donate now to help people affected by the 2025 California wildfires. Your support is urgently needed.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Jackie Crea. Welcome back. That winter storm we've been telling you about has hit the North County. The First Alert radar network is lighting up this morning. We can see record rainfall, widespread flooding, mudslides, and debris flows. Though the big concern to our north is the possibility of mudslides around burn scars. Evacuation orders and warnings have been issued across 4 counties. That's Ventura, Los Angeles, San Bernardino, and Orange. Now, the concern here in San Diego is flooding. This video from 2023 gives us a bird's eye view of what it can look like in Fashion Valley, one of the low-lying areas by the San Diego River. So let's go to what preparations are in place for these rainy days. Lifeguards are on standby at 7 different staging areas around the city. The swift water rescue teams are trained for water rescues inland and because of the rain. And hundreds of city crews have been inspecting and clearing out drains and channels for weeks now.
The amount of water it takes to float a car is insignificant. You take a look, you think you can do it, and it turns out you can't, and then you become part of the problem.
Hundreds of employees going to make sure that these flood-prone areas, that everything is clear there, making sure that the water flows once this rain keeps going.
And I need to emphasize that if everything that the city has in place works, and I'm confident it will, then I don't get to activate the EOC.
Now remember, if you see any flooded street, please do not try your luck. Take an alternate route. And when there's rain in the South Bay, there are concerns about the sewage in the Tijuana River. County Supervisor Paloma Aguirre posted on social media, hydrogen sulfide levels have been spiking ahead of the rain and the storm might make things worse. While hydrogen sulfide is associated with a foul smell, it's also been linked to a number of health problems. So take a look at this. Some Christmas presents may be a little delayed after an Amazon semi-truck jackknifed and nearly went off a bridge in La Mesa. This happened around 2 a.m. on the 8 West to the 125 South connector. Now the crash punctured the truck's fuel tank, spilling diesel fuel onto the road and onto the freeway lanes below. A hazmat team was on scene to clean it up, and then a street sweeper finished the job. The ramp will be closed until the lanes are cleaned. NBC 7 meteorologist Angelica Campos will have a look at your weather right after this.
NBC 7 and Telemundo 20. Weather coverage you count on. You count on accuracy.
The winds are going to be increasing.
You count on these experts.
Take a look here at our future weather.
In 2 languages.
Más de 3 pulgadas de precipitación.
You count on innovative tech.
Look at our First Alert Doppler radar.
From a team you depend on.
Dry conditions to round out this week.
You count on early warnings.
Because we had pretty significant rain.
Because you know every second counts.
It just kept getting worse and worse.
This is First Alert weather. This is coverage you count on. Only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
Well, we didn't see as much rain this morning, but heavy rain will start to push through the county, and it will continue through the afternoon, heavy enough to potentially lead to flooding. The best timing would be between 2 and 6 p.m., but into the evening hours, we'll continue tracking the chance for showers. So a flood watch has been in effect, and it will remain in effect until 1 a.m. It is for the entire county, but the best chance for heavy rain will be through the afternoon with these bands coming through. A wind advisory also in effect, gusts as high as 45 miles per hour. Accumulations through the afternoon could add up to more than an inch, and through 1 a.m. you can see some spots could even get close to 2 inches of rainfall. We may see another round of wet weather Thursday into Friday. As we head into the weekend, accumulations could reach over 2 inches. Best chance will be for the northern part of the county. Temperature-wise, it is going to be a little bit cooler as we start the weekend, and then briefly warming up before the next chance of rain next week.
And if you're heading to the airport this week, there is a warning from TSA. Avoid wearing a sparkling holiday sweater when going through the security checkpoint. TSA says sweaters with glitter or sequins can actually set off body scanners, leading to extra pat-downs and delays. We've got more coverage you can count on at NBC7.com. Thank you for watching.